So today we have a pretty big game as the 3 points were brought home against Leeds in the last game, which was a huge 3 points to get, a huge positive look on our future, and the fact that the 3 points have been gotten has made us look a bit better. It's a pity that other teams did win, and yesterday's results have not gone too bad for us with Bolton losing, so that's Bolton pretty much out of the equation. I know they were hardly in the equation for making us be relegated, but another team out of the equation near enough is a positive in my books. Now, what I would say for tonight is we need to look at trying to get a point. If you told me we were getting 3 points or 4 points from our next 2 games, I would be quite happy. Now, today is a difficult one against Sheffield United. Personally, I can see us getting 3 points, but I could also see us getting 0. It's a difficult game to predict, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory to Blues. Che is back on the scoring charts, so he's going to get another goal. And I'd also love to see Juki score another one at home, and then just bring it home and get all the points. If the results go our way today, we can near enough be celebrating staying up on Saturday. If we can get 3 points today. So yeah, keep right on. Come on, Blues.
Number 7, Conor Mahoney. Number 9, Jay Adams. Number 10, Lucas Jukovic. Number 12, Harry Dean. Number 19, Jacques Magoma. Number 20, Gary Gardner. Number 26, David Davis. And number 28, your captain, Michael Morrison. No substitute tonight. Number 27, Conal Truman. Number 4, Mark. For Birmingham City, sponsored by Snatchback, number 28, Michael Morrison!
time to review the game. It's clearly sunny, it's clearly the next day, but hey, that's how we roll. So, Sheffield United at home. 1-1 draw. I think it's a huge point to get. It's a point we weren't expecting to get. It's an impressive point, which has added to our gallery of points that we've got from the top 3. We are unbeaten against 2 of the top 3 and lost only 1 game out of 6 against the top 3, which is something that I can't imagine many other teams have done. There is no other team that has has beaten Leeds twice in the season. I don't think there's many that have drawn and not lost 2 games against Sheffield United either. So yeah, it's incredibly impressive. A step forward, a step in the right direction with this points deduction, and yeah, it's good news. So now let's talk about the goals and the way the players played in this game. In the 1-1 draw, the goal by them was struck impeccably. I'm not sure who it was, but he was on the left-hand side of the pitch, and he was playing magnificent, number 3 for Sheffield United. He ran the game. He had us every time he went forward. Just bombed straight down the wing and was putting the balls in. He got fed up putting the balls in at one point, just had a shot, and it went in. It was kind of expected that they were going to score a goal at any moment because they were incredibly on top at this point. The style of football that Sheffield United were playing in this game was magnificent. I loved it. It was brilliant style of football. It was lovely to see from a Championship club that's aspiring to be a Premier League club. It's the kind of football you expect from big teams who are right at the top. It's kind of the football you expect to see from a team who is aspiring to be mid-table Premier League. And I will make the statement that I think that Sheffield United will be going up this season, and I think they deserve it completely. Now, we haven't lost to you either time we've played you this season, but it shows how impeccably good we are against good teams. Now, our goal was a bit of a scrap, but it was well finished by Morrison for his 6th goal of the season. And I was speaking to another YouTuber about this, and he made the statement about it that Morrison's 6th goal of the season, and with an assist this season, is the same amount of goals as Che Adams got last season. Now, if Morrison fancies scoring 22 goals next season, it wouldn't be turned down by Blues fans. But yeah, 6 goals, the same as the striker last season, the most in the Championship, excluding penalties for a defender. It's a big statement to make for a player such as Morrison. But he played well. He deserved a goal. Harley Dean put that one over the bar that he probably should have finished. The goalie made a couple of magnificent saves. There was one where it was being crossed in by, I think, Mahoney, and it hit off the defender's toe, and he saved it, and it was going in the top corner. I mean, that was when the game sort of turned a little bit towards us. In the second half, we started playing better. We were playing a lot better football. We were playing the Gary Monk style. We were playing like we wanted it. We wanted a promotion kind of thing. We looked like the team that we've been all season in that second half. No, we didn't get the victory, but with not getting a victory, there's always a silver lining. Did we expect 4 points out of our last 2 games? No. Did we get them? Yes. Are we unbeaten in 2? Yes. It's 4 points we didn't expect to get, so it's a bonus, and we hopefully will be pushing ourselves forward in our next game against Ipswich. I would also like to say that, as I've said on Twitter, that Sheffield United, you were the best fans we've seen at St Andrews all season, and that's a fact. There is nothing other than that can be said. You sang your hearts out for 90 minutes. You were louder than any team. You were actually quite friendly people, and it was a great game altogether. You weren't just there for anti-us chants and not just we're a shit Aston Villa chants and all that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff didn't happen that much in the game, and it showed that you are a good club that deserves more than you've been given in the past, and you're finally going to get it as a team that deserves to go up this season. So congratulations to you, your fans were brilliant. Now forward to the next game for Blues against Ipswich. 3 points is a must, really, but if we get the 3 points we can also relegate Ipswich. Now that would be a nice thing to do, to relegate another team rather than being relegated ourselves. The 3 points would also probably push us towards most probable not relegation this season, and that's what we have aimed for, well, as Monk says, all season really, but since the point deduction we've certainly been aiming for just not going down, and 3 points against Ipswich would be a huge step forward. And the only other game I would see that we could do with winning or drawing is against Rotherham, and making sure we don't lose either of those 2 games. But it would be such a Blues thing to do. Draw and beat a team in the top 2 teams in the top 2, and then go and lose. But hopefully we don't. See you in the next vlog. Saturday. Keep right on.